Hi, and welcome to my third video based on my book, Women Must Save the World, A Call to Action. And in the last video, I talked about how we have had patriarchal leadership for thousands and thousands of years in the world, at least in the majority of the world. And based on that, I have two questions to ask you. Question number one. Why would you, or anyone, think that continued patriarchal leadership by men, will make this world a safer and better place and address many of the problems that we have? Why would you think the same leadership that we have today is going to make things better? And question number two. Why wouldn't you think that having strong left brain analytical thinking skills balanced with intuitive, creative, and collaborative skills, wouldn't you think balanced skills would make this world a safer, better place? In other words, wouldn't you think that two brains instead of one would produce better results? And I do. And I think the main reason why we've continued down this path of patriarchal rule is because men don't want to give up their power, their authority, and perhaps their money. Now, I want to talk about why women are often, I think, viewed as the weaker sex, and why some people in some countries are concerned about women being in charge. I think there's an unspoken rule that if women are in charge and the country is faced with a war, that they may not be up to handling the situation, or they may not pull the trigger when it's needed. Now, if we look even today at the two big superpowers, China and the United States, this year's budget for military spending in China is $232 billion. And in the United States, the proposed budget for 2025, which begins in October, is $895 billion. That is unbelievable. And that doesn't include all of the other defense and military budgets around the world. And wouldn't you think that there might be a better use for that money than trying to kill each other and defend each other? It's just warfare, warfare, warfare. Now, there have been some countries that have had women at the top and who have been quite successful, even though they may not have been given all the credit that they deserve. One country that I want to cite is China. A woman who is now deceased, Sun Xingling, acted as co-chairperson of China for over 3 years. And then several years later, or a bit of time later, she was the acting head of state. Now, it wasn't until 2 weeks before her death, and she had been ill, when China gave her the title of Honorary President of the People's Republic of China. And she was a very beloved leader. The other woman I want to cite as leader is Angela Merkel. And she was Chancellor of Germany for 16 years, I think through 2015. And just a phenomenal, woman. And you could see when they all got together, everyone would look to Mrs. Merkel for what views and what stance she was going to take. So anyway, and what's interesting about her too is that her background was as a chemist, and then she became a politician. So again, making my point, she obviously as a chemist had a strong thinking, analytical brain. And then as a politician, she had to work on her intuitive, collaborative, creative skills. Okay, and then there's the United States, the most powerful country in the world, who has never had a female president. And we've come close, but we've not made it. And all I can say is that the power and the authority and money has made sure that a female has not won. And for sure, what we see today is a very strong patriarchal country. Now, I think it's been a man's world for a long time. And like I've said, I do not see any reason why continued patriarchal leadership is going to make this a better and safer world. So I say, why not give female leadership a chance? And I do include men or transgender gender people, anybody who has a balanced, strong left brain, right brain. But that is usually women who have those balanced skills today. And in the next video, I'm going to talk about, let's just assume that the world wants to get together and create a better world and work together. What would that look like? And I'm going to propose some foundational concepts that I'd like you to consider. Thanks for watching and listening, and I hope to see you next time. Thank you.